Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and its community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where for the first time we have a good indication of what the next month of Call of Duty Zombies content will look like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick things right off with our first story of the day, where Treyarch released a new update for Cold War Zombies that specifically fixed two separate things. The first thing is that Treyarch claims they've added stability fixes for issues related to weapon rarity, score from vehicles, upgrade machines, pumpkin heads, and armor spawns. So hopefully here when it says it's fixing upgrade machines, I know some people were still having trouble re-rolling their attachments, although I don't really know why you do that now that blueprints are in the game, but hopefully they did address that amongst other issues, meaning you shouldn't crash anymore. They also addressed an issue related to the haunting event that's running in the game right now, saying they've addressed an issue that prevented the trick-or-treat event challenge from unlocking in zombies during the haunting, meaning that you couldn't complete the event and end up earning the free reward weapon, so that's now been solved, a very good change. I wonder if this is going to be the last major update for Cold War Zombies that Treyarch will release. There has still been some murmurings behind the scenes that Cold War could still receive some kind of support in the form of updates in the future, although with Treyarch developing Vanguard Zombies, that definitely doesn't seem as likely as it once was. But shifting gears now to our second story of the day, we have a good idea of what new Zombies content will be added into the next COD game 1 month from now with the launch of Season 1, and well, the initial release of this information left some people kind of scratching their heads. Where to start, the Call of Duty Twitter account tweeted out this roadmap for content to be released in Vanguard in Season 1, where if you notice where it's advertising content for Vanguard multiplayer, they're advertising new maps and modes, they're advertising new weapons and gears, and then it simply says more zombies. What does that mean exactly? Some zombies YouTubers like Mr. Waffles was saying like, hey, is this a new map? Could this be like the round base map that's being rumored to be in development for Vanguard Zombies? What exactly is more zombies? But then all of Call of Duty's social media actually took down the tweet containing this image because for whatever reason it seemed like they uploaded a wrong version or an outdated version of the Vanguard roadmap, and in its place they released this slightly modified version, which kind of gets down to the core of what they're adding into the Zombies mode in Season 1, where for better or for worse, now they're simply saying this update will contain new Zombies updates. Definitely a far cry from the speculation that it could include a new map of some kind, but we do get some information on what exactly they're talking about when they say new Zombies updates here releasing on December 2nd, where in two separate posts about what's going to be included with this Season 1 content pack, Treyarch says that it'll include new Zombies content and features like additional Covanents. These are like these small bonuses that are tiered in rarity that you earn after completing each round within the new game mode Der Anfang. It'll also include a new objective, adding to the 3 objectives that are going to be in the game mode at launch. Fresh challenges, which could be related to something like we've seen in Black Ops Cold War, where you complete challenges to earn calling cards and things like that, but it could also refer to the kind of mini Easter eggs that have been leaked to be included within this Der Anfang game mode, the 2 of which that we know of so far is the Juggernog Maze Puzzle Easter egg, as well as the Floor is Lava Easter egg. Both of those things may be kind of framed in the form of challenge rounds within this new Zombies mode, so maybe when they say fresh challenges, that is what they're going to add, new puzzles within the Der Anfang game mode. They also say that they're adding new weapons and more. Well, the new weapons part seems pretty obvious, right? Because there's cross progression between all 3 modes within COD Vanguard. Obviously, the new weapons that are going to be added into multiplayer, you can put them into your loadout and use them within the Zombies mode. Though I have seen some speculation that for whatever reason, Treyarch hasn't announced or revealed a wonder weapon that may be included within this new Zombies mode, so perhaps there won't be one at launch, or they just haven't revealed it yet, or they might end up adding one within Season 1. And then they leave the open-ended and more for content to be revealed later. But they did actually reveal something that we thought wasn't going to be included in this new Zombies mode, but apparently now is. where the COD UK Twitter account tweeted out that within the first season there's 100 tiers of the new Battle Pass, 3 new multiplayer maps, 3 unique operators, and zombies features, like additional Covanents, which they announced, and Scorestreaks, which they didn't. If you guys remember back in the reveal of the Vanguard Zombies mode, they showed off the crafting table where you're usually able to craft Scorestreaks within Cold War Zombies. It returns, but the Scorestreaks tab, the support tab, is nowhere to be found. But apparently this could have been from like an old build of the game that didn't include Scorestreaks in the Zombies mode yet, or it could mean that within Season 1, Treyarch is actually going to be adding the ability to craft support Scorestreaks into the Zombies mode as part of its Season 1 DLC package. Now, one thing that's kind of curiously missing that I really thought they would include as part of this Season 1 update that for whatever reason they haven't talked about yet is the addition of a new map or new maps into the game mode itself. Beyond the modified Red Star hub area of Daron-Fung, there's only 3 small regions that you can travel to within that mode. Treyarch did announce beforehand that we will be getting new maps added into this mode. They said that new locations are coming into the mode, but here they aren't advertising one for whatever reason. Where perhaps maybe new maps added into Daron-Fung could come in Season 1 Reloaded sometime after its initial December the 2nd release. And also beyond that, kind of expected, no mention of any round-based zombies content has been announced for this game yet. Of course, the rumors and leaks suggest that possibly a round-based map could be in development, but if it is, it's been delayed and we won't be seeing it for a while. But on the subject of possible round-based zombies content for this game, the zombies community is still a little bit concerned, kind of having their fingers crossed, because as we know, PlayStation has an exclusive deal with Call of Duty that enables their platform to have exclusive content for the game. In Black Ops Cold War, that exclusive content took the form of the Onslaught mode, which by the end of the game's lifecycle turned out to be a fairly significant mode in Cold War that has a whole bunch of multiplayer maps that you can play zombies on. It had a bunch of like exclusive game modes released for it. It got more support than I think we all expected it to, and it sucks that throughout this last year, only PlayStation users were able to experience it. Well, now here in Vanguard, no significant exclusive content has been announced for the PlayStation platform yet. PS users will be getting a flat XP boost, as well as a free creative class slot, as well as I think some like exclusive operators or something like that, but no actual significant piece of exclusive content like a game mode like Cold War God has been announced, which leads some people in the community to kind of get a little bit worried that perhaps this exclusive content is still yet to be released, that it could be zombies related, and even worse, it could be related to some kind of exclusive round-based zombies mode within Vanguard. Though none of that's been confirmed so far, and none of that has been remotely hinted to yet. I personally hate this exclusivity stuff as much as I'm sure most of you guys do, so let's hope that none of it actually turns out to be true, and that the exclusive content that's been announced for PS users kind of stays as where it's at. A nice little bonus, but nothing that excludes the rest of the zombies community. But beyond the stuff that they announced today that will be added into the mode when Season 1 drops, they didn't really tell us anything new about the Vanguard Zombies game experience in general. They basically just rehashed everything that we knew about already in their little blurb about the Zombies mode within this blog post, which kind of leaves me to believe that there's likely another Zombies exclusive info drop coming, possibly on Halloween night. It seems like it would be very fitting in that sense. And in that possible post, I think Treyarch should be a little bit more explicit about narrowing down some of the concerns that Zombies players have about this new mode. The 3 biggest things being possibility of a round-based side mode, a possible wonder weapon being on the map, and one of the most important, the addition of an Easter egg, a main Easter egg within this mode that they have not talked about or confirmed at all yet. If you've been around the zombies community for a while, you'll know that Treyarch tends to be a little bit more secretive about the zombies mode compared to multiplayer and campaign stuff. When hyping up their games for release, they talk a lot about those 2 modes, and usually don't talk that much about zombies for whatever reason. I'm hoping that's the case here, and that they have some kind of surprise for us when they drop this game in under a week's time. But guys, that does wrap up the news today. I want to thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed it, consider hitting the thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Well, Treyarch didn't announce any massive content plans to be released within Season 1 at this time. Remember that in Season 1 for Cold War, they also didn't announce any significant content to be released in season in that game, but then near the end of it, we got the surprise release of the first DLC round-based map, Firebase Z, so hopefully they're kind of doing the same thing in this game, saving the biggest chunk of Zombies DLC content to be released kind of as a surprise later in the season. But I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies news video tomorrow. Peace.